Our thanks to everyone at Heartbeat and at Emma for talking to us on entertainment today. This is the last in our current series, so from myself and from Nick Knowles and, of course, from Ghostland. Till the next time, bye-bye.
Next Thursday at 2:20, GMTV's horoscope expert Susie Johns delves into the world of clairvoyance. That's in Sixth Sense. In a moment, Summer Getaways has holiday ideas on the Isle of Wight and in northern Spain.
It's a different experience. I feel alive. My skin feels supple. Really, really soft. When I tried Dove Cream Shower, I had such a great feeling. Like with yoga, a kind of glow.
New Dove Cream Shower is different, and its moisturising cream helps strengthen your skin's natural defences against moisture loss. For softer, smoother skin.
My skin feels wonderful. And so do I.
Right, tea break over. Yeah, where's Bob?
You know what he's had for breakfast?
In the van.
Get your motor running.
Weetabix has got enough whole wheat goodness to help keep you going all morning long.
Oi, Bob! Blimey, you had some too?
Weetabix. Once we've started you, there's no stopping you.
The very best of Patsy Cline. 25 timeless classics on one album. The very best of Patsy Cline.
And I'm crazy for love.
It's in the shops now.
Delicate, soft and gentle, but without the perfume. Sensitive care from new Dove Extra Sensitive.
Chandler hits mid-20s life crisis.
How many perfectly fine women are you going to reject over the most superficial, insignificant...
Oh, hold it.
Janice? You called Janice?
She was smart, she was pretty.
You remember Janice, right?
Hello, Chandler Bing. Hello.
Monica just broke my seashell lamp.
Neat. I'm gonna die alone.
Friends, tomorrow, 9:30 on Channel 4.
Well, for our younger viewers, children's ITV begins at 3:30 with the Riddlers.
This week on Summer Getaways, the mountains of northern Spain, summer camp on the Isle of Wight, restoring Wells Cathedral, the mountains of Nepal and the beaches of the Algarve. How's that for choice? Hello again. If the only Spanish costa you know is on the Mediterranean, think of one a bit nearer home. In the north of Spain, there's the lovely Costa Verde, which borders the provinces of Old Castile and next time, goodbye.
For the Summer Getaways fact sheet, send a stamped, self-addressed envelope to Summer Getaways, Meridian Broadcasting, Newbury, RG14 5UZ, and remember to tell us which week's fact sheet you require.
Strangest creatures, the most secret places. A new series of survival special begins with Creatures of the Magic Water next Wednesday at 8 on Meridian.
Grassroots, Meridian's gardening programme, will be recording tomorrow afternoon at Parham House Gardens near Pulborough in West Sussex. If you have any gardening questions for Roddy Llewellyn, do come along to Parham House Gardens tomorrow afternoon between 2:30 and 4 o'clock. Admission is free.
I'm Italian.
He's from Peckham.
Through and through.
His grand's Italian.
That's why I insist on authentic Italian food.
He's gone all authentic since we started shopping at Sainsbury's.
Take this gnocchi.
Has to be Sainsbury's.
Bite-sized dumplings that taste like little clouds.
Made with wheat flour and softly whipped potatoes.
I'll make this fantastic 4-cheese sauce.
Did he do his Italian accent?
Mascarpone, Fontino, Pecorino and Gorgonzola.
I thought so.
It's an old Italian recipe that mixes sharp and mild cheeses to complement the gnocchi.
It's one of 24 new Delia Smith recipes in this month's Sainsbury's magazine.
In fact, you can buy all the stuff very reasonably at Sainsbury's. It tastes good enough for Italians.
And people from Peckham.
How do Bird's Eye cram so much potato into Hungry Joe's?
Well, I'd use a planter.
Actually, we shred them.
I'm not a potato.
And then we stuff them into a crispy crumb.
I'm a carrot.
Bird's Eye's huge Hungry Joe's made with real potato and onion. Bad news for big potatoes.
And I'm not an onion neither.
On Fridays this morning, Men Behaving Badly stars Martin Clunes and Neil Morrissey are here live. Entertainer Joe Longthorne's here too. He'll be telling us how he was saved from the brink of bankruptcy. And we look back on the best of our 8 years at the Albert Dock.
So do join us on This Morning
at 10:35.
Now on Meridian, the news with John Suchet.
Good afternoon. Tony Blair today launched Labour's long-awaited mini-manifesto and promised the days of taxing and spending were over. In a raft of pledges which he will take into the election campaign, he promised smaller class sizes and shorter hospital waiting lists. But the Conservatives said Labour would bankrupt Britain with its spending. Wimbledon will report. And still on sport, has an injury ruined Sani Gunnell's chances of competing in the Olympics? Join me, 5:40.
Good afternoon. The head of the Legal Aid Board has today spoken publicly in the row over a Hampshire cancer patient who's suing a hospital because he's still alive. 59-year-old Cyril Smith from Portsmouth was told that he had only 3 months to live. After treatment, he's still alive nearly 4 years on. Doctors are outraged that he should seek legal aid for his claim.
He was able to persuade us that he had a case that was worth investigating, and I'd like to make it clear that he's not been given legal aid to sue the National Health Service, simply a limited grant of legal aid to investigate whether he has a good claim or not. I think there's an important distinction there.
A disabled pensioner from Southampton has become a prisoner in her own home because her landlady won't allow it to be adapted. 83-year-old Dorothy McCallan is crippled with arthritis. She can't get her wheelchair through the doorways in her house, but the owner has refused permission to have them widened.
Dorothy McCallan has lived at her home in Bitton Park for 55 years, but these days she's virtually confined to one room.
I can get there.
Arthritis has left her wheelchair bound and the doorways are too narrow to get through. She's been awarded a disability grant to widen them, but her landlady won't allow the work to go ahead.
It's very traumatic. It's not at all easy to... And if nobody's here, of course, I just got to get somehow with the Zimmer. I've got an alarm if I fall.
The rent was being paid and my father kept the house and inside and outside out. So there were never any hassles to them. So for them to do this today is disgusting.
Local councillors and social workers have given Mrs McCallan their backing. This evening, members of the Southampton Support Group for Disabled People will hold a protest outside the landlady's house.
We've put a lot of pressure on the landlady. I don't know what can be done. I mean, there's a legal process that can be gone through, and perhaps that will be the next stage.
Mrs McCallan's landlady has so far been unavailable for comment. Mrs McCallan says whatever happens, she won't leave her home. Claire Weller in Southampton for Meridian News.
Detectives searching for the Hampshire fugitive Victor Farrant are in Spain today, investigating reports that he's been seen there. Farrant is wanted for questioning about the murder of accountant Glenda Hoskins. She was found dead in her home at Port Solent Marina near Portsmouth in February. Farrant's also wanted over the vicious beating of Anne Fiddler from Eastleigh. Nationwide prison security measures recommended in the wake of the Parkhurst breakout 18 months ago now seem likely to be abandoned. The recommendations in the Learmont report would have cost £2 billion to implement. The Brighton runner Sally Gunnell today raised her Olympic hopes just hours after an injury threatened her defence of the 400-metre hurdles title in Atlanta later this month. She's currently being seen by a specialist after breaking down in the Lausanne Grand Prix last night. She damaged her left foot but now doesn't think the injury is too serious. That's all the news from Meridian for now. We'll be back with Meridian tonight at 6. Goodbye.
Meridian weather with Stena Line ferries. New horizons every day.
Now for the weather. Any showers will quickly die out this evening to leave us a dry, clear and cool night. Lowest temperature 10. After a sunny start tomorrow, the clouds will bubble up with showers expected after lunch, some of which will be heavy. Best temperature 18.
Call the Meridian weather line, sponsored by Stena Line ferries.
Mondays on CITV.
Look, it's an island and a castle.
And a whole summer of adventure on CITV as 5 famous friends face danger together. Down secret passages, behind locked doors, they search for treasure. Everywhere they go, their enemies are waiting. They'll go to any lengths to find the gold. Risking all, including their friendship. Join the famous 5 every Monday, 4:25 on CITV and find out what made them famous.
I've got lots of favourite places, favourite toys and favourite faces. So when it comes to 3:30, there's only one place I want to be, CITV.
CITV's the place to see all your friends, to hear magical stories and learn to laugh and play. It's a very favourite place. Remember?
So when it comes to 3:30, there's only one place I want to be, CITV.
Good afternoon and welcome to Thursday's CITV. We've got an absolute humdinger of a lineup for you today. Wiz will be here very soon, but first, it's the Riddlers.